shit. All she want is payback for the way I
Welcome back, guys. This is Crimson, and we're gonna take a look at some more custom stuff today. So somebody had put up a Ghost Rider, so let's take a look at it. Okay, so we're getting some errors from it, but for the most part, so far, it's fine. Let's just make sure that everything's working. Alright, Johnny Blaze, recovery 4, hand size 5. So another hero with a lower hand size, 13 hit points. Action, ready location. Setup, search your deck and discard pile for Hell Cycle and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Alright, 2/02. Ghost Rider gets +1 attack for each different type of card in the encounter discard pile, maximum 4. Action, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Okay. Seems interesting. That might be a little too strong of a stat line, a 2/4/2. Maybe a 1/4/2, 1/4/1, but let's find out. Also, as I've said before, I'm not a fan of the search for your signature item card. It's fine, but I always like that the hunt always feels better, but it is what it is. Let's look at his flip to hero mode. Okay, so this one doesn't give you a choice. Add threat to the main scheme equal to Ghost Rider's thwart. You cannot flip to alter ego next turn. Discard this obligation. Okay. Be nice if it removed it from game instead of discard, but we'll see. Now, I'm giving you my preliminary this first time reading the card and talking. Alright. Okay, for some reason his backs are not working. So let's fix that for him real quick. There we go. Is that what's causing all the errors? Might be. Alright. 3 boost. 3 per player. 2 bad stuff. When revealed in player order, each player not engaged with a minion puts the topmost minion from the encounter discard pile into play engaged with them. Okay. So, this is something that I noticed that I've been seeing a trend of, and hey, maybe I'm in the wrong here. I do not like side schemes that have a large per player on them. And there's a reason why. Because most people, when doing custom stuff, they're testing versus in solo, like I do. Like I show you a game in solo. Most people don't get the chance to test in 4-player. I'll tell you right now, putting 12 threat on this is enough to make people quit playing the game. Especially with the 2 bad stuff. This card is overtuned. So, you got 3 things going on here. First, here, let's zoom in. So, balance-wise, it's got 3 boost. It has a negative effect. Then it has 2 negative effects. And then it has a massive negative effect. Okay, now, granted, these are supposed to have negative effects. But all of that together is too much negative effect. Like, you still need to be able to have fun playing the game. So, without playing it, and again, most of the time we don't draw Shadows of the Past. This never comes up. But I would either remove this, the when revealed effect, and keep the 2 signals, or take 1 away and have, a negative and a negative, drop this probably down to 2, drop that one down to 2. Hulk is the only one that I believe that has these 3 and 3s. Most of them have 2 and 2. Some of them have 3 here and then 2 here. You're a bit much on your boost icons, because you got to think. So if I'm playing Rhino, who has an average of 1 to 2, now I'm putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards with an average of 2 to 3, just to play the Ghost Rider person. So that's probably too much. Okay, so I would probably remove this. I like the double. It makes me want to get rid of it. I'd keep that at 3. I'd drop that one to 2. And then the biggest thing here, this should say 2. No per person there. Then, when revealed, so instead of this having this when revealed effect, it should say when revealed, add 2 per player or add 1 per player. So if you did 1, so solo, nothing changes. It's still 3. You got 2 here plus the 1 for the solo. In multiplayer, it becomes 4. So in 2-player, it becomes 4. In 4-player, it becomes 6. Okay. 6 is a lot. 6 is pretty high. Now, if you did 2 and 2, in solo, this would be 4, which I actually think 4 is the right number, because that's either 2 allies or an ally and a hero or a 4 justice. In 4-player, though, that becomes 10. So it still gives you that close to 12 number, but 10 I feel is still too much. So actually what I would do is I would keep this at a 3, get rid of the little player icon right there, and then when revealed, add 1 threat for each player. So it would be 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in a 4-player game, fine. Well, what that does is it's not so big that all 4 players have to, ditch their entire hand in every action to get rid of it. But it's big enough that 1 or 2 players is definitely going to have to work on it while the other 2 try to keep the board stable. So that's what I would do. Keep this at 3, get rid of the player icon, remove this ability right here, and then +1 +1 threat per player in, and then keep the double. The double's fine. It means you really do want to get rid of it, but at that cost, at 12, it's going to take you 2 turns, which means this is too much. It's too much. It's just too much. I'm sorry, man. It's too much. Okay. By the way, I'm not pew-pewing. I see this all the time. Like, every time I look at these sets, people put this per player icon down here. But for the most part, you do have, so we got 2 here. 1 does have the per player, but guess what it doesn't have? Doesn't have anything else. Just has crisis icon. This one has the 2, and then when revealed, place an additional threat. So it has the ramp up for more players, but that ramp up is not here. It is up here. And then it has this icon. So let's just take another quick look real quick. Claw. Search. Look, 3, when revealed. 2, when revealed. 3 per player. This one's rough. This one is meant to be rough. But again, the average is not like that. The average, also notice it has no boost icons either, because they know this thing's rough. You're meant to get rid of it because of stage 2. These ones 2 boost icons. 2 boost icons. 2 boost icons. So just kind of think of the power level of the current game when designing your cards. So, okay. Now that that's out of the way, let's go back here. And let's keep going on. So here's his minion. 3, 1, 6. 2 boost icons. When revealed, exhaust all Ghost Rider upgrades and supports. They do not ready as long as he is in play. That's fine. That's a perfectly good minion. Okay. Unmade. 2 boost icons. Surge. Discard all signature cards from your hand. Signature cards and then Surge. Okay. I would change this. I would remove Surge. It's that simple. This is a bad... Actually, how I would word it is discard all signature cards from your hand. If you do not discard any cards, this card gains Surge. That's how I would word that. Honestly, stripping somebody of their hand is bad enough. There's no reason to make this thing Surge. Surge is a crutch. Yeah, and then we got 2 of these. In player order, each player engaged with a hero attacks that hero. Okay, so whoa, confusing here. In player order, each minion. Oh, jeez, I was saying. In player order, each minion engaged with a hero attacks a hero. Each player who was not attacked this way puts the topmost minion from the encounter discard pile into play. Engage with them. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Yep. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So yeah. I mean, you don't have to take my advice, and well, I mean, it's your set. But I'll tell you right now that these need some tweaks on the downways. I'll let you know if something's too weak too. Okay, let's take a quick look at his cards. 2 upgrade attached to Ghost Rider. Whenever the attached character would take any amount. Okay, so why is the wording like that? When the attached character would take any amount of damage, place it here. Then if there is at least 3 damage here, discard this. Since it can only attach to Ghost Rider, I mean, maybe I should just say when Ghost Rider would take damage, or when you would take any amount of damage, place that damage here. Yeah. Anyway, just a little wording there, but I like it. It's good. Hellfire Blast. Only get 1. Attack, superpower, action. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. If the encounter discard pile has 3 or more different card types in it, deal 6 damage to the enemy. Okay. Yeah, I would change this a little bit. Let's make sure it really is a 1-of. Okay, it is not a 1-of. Okay. You might want to fix... Nope, okay. Different Ghost Riders. Okay, good. Okay, let me just switch some stuff out here. So what? Okay, some reason that card did not work, so I'm just gonna make another copy. Okay, there's 3 of them. Anyway, so first thing I'm gonna say is get rid of those 2 and create another card. Most hero packs don't have 3 of a signature card. It's rare to see 3 of a signature card. Now, there definitely are some, but for the most part, 2, 2, 2, 2. I think Thor actually has one that's a 3, but I'm not sure. 2, 2, 3, 3. So Thor does have some 3s. So I guess it's okay. But for the even Hulk doesn't have any threes. Thor's kind of unique in that regard. I don't think Steve Rogers has any threes either. 2, 2. He's got 1 3, which is his heroic strike. But then if we look at Peter Parker, who has the most infamous attack, spinning web kick, he has 3. Okay. So a couple of them have 3s on their attacks, a couple of them don't. So I guess it's fine. It's just something to think about when making sets. Is most heroes maybe have one thing that's a 3, and it's usually their attack, but most of them do tend to, on average, have only 2 of any one card. But then they double up on a lot of cards. Alright, so 3 for 6. That is definitely lower than Spider-Man's. And it requires a condition. So I'd probably up this to 8. Make it the same as Spider-Man's with the condition. And then I would make this 3 for 4. So that would be my change. 3 for 4 or 3 for 8. I don't think this is going to be a good enough card. I mean, you'll get rid of minions, but yeah, it's okay. But yeah, maybe see the power level on that. 1, attach to the villain. When the villain reveals a boost card with a star effect, discard guilty, cancel that effect, and remove 2 threat from a scheme. Okay, I do not like this card. Reason why is A, it's a 3 of. So if I place one on the villain and I draw another one, I can't really place it on the villain. I mean, sure I could, but there's... Oh, okay, it's not a force. It's not a force interrupt. I mean, yeah, I just... It's okay. Since it's not forced... Yeah, we'll have to test it. We'll have to see. The pit. When a card would be placed into the encounter discard pile, exhaust the pit. Place that card under the pit instead. Exhaust the pit. Place up to 2 cards under the pit into the encounter discard pile. Okay, why would you want to do this? Okay, I think I know why you'd want to do this. Actually, I don't know. You want as many cards in... So maybe I'm just not seeing the advantage there. Put up to 2 cards under the pit into the encounter. Okay. Hero action, deal X damage to the villain, where X is the amount of threat on all schemes in play, to a maximum of 13. If X is 5 or greater, confuse the villain. If X is 10 or greater, also stun the villain. That's fine. I'm not sure I like the to a maximum part, but you know, it's a check. You know, Scorched Earth, 2 thwart. So he has 2 thwarty cards. Okay. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Then, if there are 3 or more different types of cards in the encounter discard pile, choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. Okay, so remove 2 threat from the scheme. If there are 3 or more different types of cards in the encounter discard pile, choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain for each minion engaged with that player. It's okay. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm never gonna play this card. 2 thwart is not enough. It's just not enough. Not even with the little bit of damage that you might get off of it. But yeah, 2 thwart is not enough. 3 maybe. Even at 3, but you can't make it 4 because then it's as good as 4 justice. Yeah, I'd probably make that a 3. This, I still don't know about this. I'll have to come back to this. This card just doesn't seem good. Like, you never want to use it. You want cards in their pile. So, when a card would be placed in the encounter discard piles, like, it's not when a card would be placed into the encounter discard or encounter deck. It's when a card would be placed into the encounter discard pile, which is where I want the cards. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. Okay. I think this is the card you search for. Vehicle Inferno. Restricted. Max 2 restricted per character. Hero action. Exhaust Hell Cycle until the end of the phase whenever Ghost Rider thwarts. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. I like that. I like that. I don't think it's... I mean, it costs 1, so that's fine. So, whenever he thwarts, he deals the damage. Anyway. 2, Alter Ego Action Skill. Upgrade. Exhaust. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 Ghost Rider cards to your hand and discard the rest. Whew. That might be a little too good. I will have to see, but that might be a little too good. This might be add 1 of them to your hand. Open Road. Exhaust the Open Road. Shuffle a Daredevil card back into your deck, then draw a card. Seems powerful. But we'll see. Oh, it's an action. Holy shit, that is really powerful. It is Alter Ego, though. Okay. And then let's look at the other Ghost Rider. 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't like those stats. When enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Discard 1 of those cards. Deals damage to an enemy equal to the number of boost icons discarded this way. Okay, well, might make sense why 2 of his have such high boost cards. But honestly, I still wouldn't have the boost cards. Plus, that would make him more fair, because if the average is 2 versus 3, or 1 and 2, this feels better. I'll have to play with him, but I would like him better if he was yeah. No, I think that's fine. This, I don't understand this card. There's, like, no reason to have this card. Like, it's not like... Yeah. It's not like if there's 3 or less where you could, like, want to control it, but no. No, I don't... I don't know why you'd want to use this card. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Let me give in here. Discard a card. Put it under here. It's no longer in the discard pile, so I don't get the +1 attack. That seems bad. I mean, the advantage is... Okay, well... The good thing about this card is you can go, okay, tap it, grab that card. It's a Shadows of the Past. Now I'm just going to keep Shadows of the Past under here, so that way it never goes away. So if that's your intention for this card, okay, but I don't like that. Like, hear me out here. So, what if this was like, when it comes into play, choose an encounter card in the discard pile, put it underneath here. Then you can tap, sack it, draw 2 cards, and put that card back into their discard pile. So it costs 2 to draw 2 cards, which is good. Or you can keep it around to hold that card out of their deck, like a Shadows or something. Maybe. I mean, just something to think about. As it is, I just don't understand why you'd ever want to play it. Alright, what are we going to play Daredevil or Ghost Rider as? Normally I do Justice, but I've been doing a lot of Justice, and I don't think I need it. So, let's see here. His average cost seems to be in the 2, which is good. Let's do Aggression. I don't ever get to play Aggression that often. I'll show you how I build a quick deck. After you take damage from an enemy attack, discard, deal an equal amount of damage to the enemy. Yes. After enters play, deal 2 damage to a minion, 3 damage instead if you paid. Actually, I do like that. Nope. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. 2 of them. Yes. No. Yes. Actually, yes. I'll do 2. Yes. I don't know about that. Maybe on 2. We'll see what we're at. We'll see. This card's already better than his card. Because it's guaranteed 5 damage instead of possibly 6 damage. Or 3. Like, this card's just better than a signature card. Now this one's better than a signature card. This is 3, 4, 6 every time. It just has to be split up. I'm not gonna run the tag team. Okay. 3, 3, and his ally was 3. We'll get him 2 extra attacks. Nah. Yes. So maybe 1. Group. Okay, we're already halfway there. Okay, I'm going to say no because I want locations. Not running spies. I hate that card so much. I mean, actually I am running a spy. Because, well, yeah, see, location. So I am going to run 2 mansions. 1 helicarrier because it's also location. Yes, yes, yes. I also don't like that he's got 5 and 4 hand size. What's this? Recovery. Yes. Yeah, just 1. I don't think I need any of these other ones. Honestly, I don't think I need those either. Yeah. No. So we didn't use any of those. Okay. Should be interesting. Let's do Thor. Walk. I count up, even though I'm not using any of those. Now we're going to do Rhino with standard, and we're going to do the return to Rhino. Instead of Bomb Scare. Whoa. Okay. Well, good thing there's another copy over here. Standard one modular set. Now, you don't have to do the modular set. I'm not doing the modular set. You know what? I mean, 30's about right, because this consisted of the same amount that Bomb Scare would. Let me double check. 6. Yep. So that counts for my Bomb Scare. That's how I'm playing it, anyways. Alright. Obligation. Let's grab a color. Flip. Okay, let's see how it works. Again, I'm playing against Rhino, pretty much easy mode. This isn't about, oh look how good the deck is against the easiest villain in the easiest mode. It's about how these cards interact together. So that's why we play this way, because we're not looking at the interaction here, we're looking at the interaction here. If I were to test it on my own, then yes, I would probably go against Claw on Heroic 1. But that's just me. Everybody's different. So 5 cards. Setup. Search your deck. So you do this first. Yes. Don't care about that, but I need something to pitch anyway, so that's fine. So we'll keep. Setup. Search for the rider. Nope. It's the other one. Oh, it's hard to... There we go. Alright, our turn. Well, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4... Honestly, I think this card's better than that card, so tap, draw, flip. Oh, wait. Before we flip, action, ready this, flip, tap, draw, discard this for that. No. Discard this and that before that. Just no cards in the... So we'll use his action. Minion. Swing in, hit him for 1. End of the turn. I get 3 cards. Gains a threat. He's going to attack me. 2 for 2. Put 2 counters on there. If there is at least 3 damage here, discard it. So, nope, that was lucky. Okay, bad card. Minion, guard. That's all it is. Okay, our turn. Okay, Tap, draw a card. Alright, let's get that out there. And go ahead and get that out there. Use his action. So here's what I'll do to keep track. So we have a minion and a treachery. So there's two different types in there. Okay, so I have 2 damage. That sucks. No, I'll thwart. And then... yeah, actually, sorry. Do this first, tap that. That seems weird. Maybe it should just be when Ghost Rider thwarts, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Yeah. Yeah, that's just what it should. It shouldn't have an action. It should just have, you know, when Ghost Rider thwarts, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Thwart, get rid of 2. He takes 1. I will keep this in my hand. And I think that's my turn. Draw 3. I feel like his hand size is too neutered. Okay. Thwart. He attacks for 2. That takes the 2, and then it is gone. And then this one attacks, and I take 1. Bad card. Another guard. Did I shuffle? Yeah, I did. Okay. We'll play this guy out. Oh, wait. Let's draw a card first. Okay. Exhaust a weapon. I don't got a weapon yet. Yeah, maybe main swings weren't the best idea. Although, where's his chains? Like, Ghost Rider has a weapon. His chains. Maybe get rid of one of these guilty cards. They're not that great anyways. And put in his chains of death. Like, make him, you know. Yeah, like, give us the chains, man. Don't be holding back on the chains. Get rid of that card. Or one of the 3s and put in an extra chain. Or make a chain. Okay. Well, if I play this, just play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and discard one of those cards. Okay. So first things first, we'll do that. So now we have an attachment in the graveyard. I'll play this. 1, 2. You know, I'd rather have Mockingbird than this thing. Okay. Swing and hit him for 2. Oh, wait. I gotta use his effect first. Response. When you enter play, look at the top 3 cards. Yeah, we deal 3 damage to him. P.S. This should probably shuffle afterwards. Just saying. That seems too powerful to have that knowledge. So I know he's going to hit me with +2 on his attack, and I know that's going to be the card that comes up. So, with knowing that, now I am not going to use this ability. Because I was going to use that ability. But now that I know what's coming up, I won't. So we got, yep, 3. Let's just kill this guy. And nope, we won't activate that. And we'll say go. Draw 3. Did I forget to put one on there? No, I think I've been thwarting. Okay, he attacks me, hits me for 4. Actually, since I know he's going to hit me for 4, it does have 1 damage on him. No, I'll suck the 4. Alright, then we know what this card is going to do. Okay, so Surge, discard, upgrade or support you control. If the discarded card has a cost of 2 or less, place 1 threat on the main screen. Yes, it does. And then it surges. And then we knew that was coming in. So 2, place threat on the side scheme equal to Rhino's attack, so it gets 4. Okay, our turn. We'll draw a card. Okay. Play Defiance. We'll play Scorched Earth. So, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Then, if there are 3, there are. Choose a player, deal 1 damage to the minion for each. Yeah, this card's terrible. Okay. So, it does nothing. I paid 2 to remove 2 thwart. That feels bad. It doesn't feel good at all. Okay. Oh, here. Do that first. Remove the thwart. He takes 1. That's gone. Oh, I'm sorry, it's that card. Yeah, well, I guess we'll do this. So look at the top 5. I guess I'll put that and that in my hand because those other cards are. That other one is bad. Discard this to play Guilty. Okay. 4 cards. Gain a threat. He attacks me for 2. Just 2. Yep. 1, 2. Bad card. Ooh. Boom. Okay, our turn. Draw a card. Might actually have to do it though. No, so let's see what we got in here. Minion, Treachery, Side Scheme. There we go. That's what I needed to know. So we have the max there. So we could hit for 5, but I feel like I want to do this first. And so I gotta do that. Hit him for 4. Then yep. This is gonna hurt. Okay, attacks us. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 9. That's gone. Trigger that. We'll do 5 to him, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bad card. Wonderful. I think we're done with you. Put a threat there. Gain Surge. Oh look, he hits us again. 2 for 2. Tap, draw. Tigra. Open road. Oh, that's an alter ego. I couldn't do that last turn. My bad. Okay, well, I'll sit in alter ego and I won't do it this turn. Draw a card. Nothing there. Shuffle Ghost Rider card back into the deck. Put that one back in, because that's his best card. And draw a card. Play that. And heal for 4. Thwart for 1. Oh, we could actually lose this one. 4, 5. Gains a threat. Schemes 1, 0. Bad card. Gains a tough status. Oh, yay. Flip to hero mode. Add threat to the main scheme equal to Ghost Rider's thwart. And you lose. Because there's no alternative. You can't choose not to do it. So, yeah. Needs a lot of testing. There's a reason why obligations have options. Because no option, you can just straight lose the game. I mean, every obligation has options to not lose the game, and most of them don't make you lose the game. But I don't think it was going to matter much. Probably would have had to play Nick Fury, which means we wouldn't have got all this other stuff. Well, we would have drew a card. Actually, played Hall of Heroes. Well, since the shuffle Ghost Rider card back in the deck is not part of the cost, I just draw a card. Then do that. Look at the top 5. Put 2 Ghost Rider cards into my hand. Okay, then I play Nick Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4. I draw 3. Play a Yarn Barone. Interesting. Go for the meat? Yeah, I think. No, I think we go for the protection. Flip. Swing in for 5. Yeah, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Been enough to get him down a little bit further, but yeah. I don't know. I'd like to see it with some more tweaks. I don't think it's quite there yet. But I think it's a good concept. I'm interested. I'd like to see more. I would fix a couple cards. Mainly some of the ones I've already talked about. This one feels bad. It should be... what would I do on this one? You know, honestly, just flip to hero mode. You can't flip to alter ego next turn. He's probably strong enough. But also having him you know, put thwart on the main scheme is a little bit much. You know, you could have it go. You may choose to flip your identity card. Take X damage equal to your thwart or recovery. Which means if you flip to alter ego, you take 4. Or no, just flip your identity card. Don't give you the option. Just flip your identity card. Although that could just kill you too. No. I don't like a card that just can kill you. Yeah, just flip your... You may flip your identity card. If you do, you may not flip your identity card next turn. Then have it, if you do not flip your identity card, add 2 threat to the main scheme. Something like that. It needs some work. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I know this one was a long one. Probably no one's going to even watch this one. And if you're still here by the end of this, wow, you guys are troopers. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.